Buddy, this is just Martin91, and I'm here to talk to you guys about She-Hulk Attorney at Law. So this is the first episode in the She-Hulk series, directed by Jessica Gao and written by Kat Coiro. Two of them tag teamed most of the show, and it is, for a first episode, very fresh interpretation of the comics. It's not exactly comic accurate, but there's a lot of elements that could easily just say that it's loosely based comic accurate. I mean, not everything's going to be page to page. And frankly, in the society that I was created in versus the society that we are now, it wouldn't be appropriate if it were, for countless reasons. But that being said, the comic itself was always female forward in tone, addressing things that were issues and stuff like that. And this show does the same thing. To a certain degree, it's fine. And to others, I feel like comedy is fine. It's not pushing it. But there are some elements that are pushing it too far. And don't take my word for it. If you want, Google the things that I Googled, where basically female critics basically said the same thing. That outdated feminist views are basically either hurting the show more than they're aiding it. I tried to look past all that. If you get hung up on these things, you're going to ruin your experience. I feel like there's way more to this show than the agenda that it's trying to apply. I feel like this character is going to get fleshed out to a certain extent. Like, it needs to get fleshed out to a certain extent. Like, Secret Wars is going to need Jen Walters, and the future of the MCU is going to need Jen Walters. And I love how hesitant this character is from the get-go. You can see this in the trailers and all that. She has a personal journey that she's completing, and she is not... She's taking this with such a burden. And the previous things in the MCU and everything that happened prior, it kind of established a ground that is very tough to stand on for any new entry. And that's what I actually like in this phase of the MCU, if anything. Like, there's a lot of messy storytelling, and I'll give you that. A lot of the returning characters, I don't even know what they're doing with their films. But a lot of the new characters, like Shang-Chi or Miss Marvel or She-Hulk, for example, they're all entries that have promise, that are standing on something that frankly is bigger than themselves. And this can either be inspiring or daunting. Or a bit of both. And at the end of the day, what these heroes, She-Hulk as well, is going to bring to the table, I cannot wait to see. We'll see how it goes, honestly. This, as I said, the first episode is more or less comic accurate. The trailers kind of gave this one away. She-Hulk gets injected after an accident, turns and basically has to come to terms with certain things, and Bruce Banner is there for the ride. It is a very fun, zany, quick episode. Frankly, I didn't have an issue with the runtime. It's a comedy. It's 30 minutes long. There were some WandaVision episodes that were shorter, for those that are complaining. And I honestly think that if you're going to tell the story, then it's good enough for me. And frankly, isn't that all that we're here to enjoy? So yeah, anyways, I'll get back to you guys next week with the next episode, recaps and analyzations, and I am looking forward to seeing how this turns out. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.